In this video, I will talk about everything you need to know about Yanqing, how he works, how to build him, who is good with him, and most important, if I think he's worth your ticket. Just before the video starts, don't forget to give your like and your sub. 98% of you are not subscribed, and that would help me a lot. I also recommend you checking all my links on the description. I have some of them that can help you, just like my Twitch channel, where I stream a lot and you are able to win free blessings by participating on them. And use 7buy, where you can use my code to have a discount when buying Stellar Jades. Now that everything is said, let's now explain Yanqing's kit. Yanqing is a 5-star ice character that follows the path of the hunt and is focused on being a single target DPS for your teams. On his basic attack, Frost Thorn, Yanqing deals ice damage equal to a percentage of his attack to a single target enemy. When you use his skill, Darting Hair and Thorn, Yanqing deals ice damage equal to a higher percentage of his attack to a single target enemy and activates Soul Steel Sync for 1 turn. On his ultimate, Amethyst the Reigning Bliss, Yanqing increases his own crit rate by a percentage, and when Soul Steel Sync is active, he also increases his crit damage by an extra percentage, and this buff lasts for 1 turn. Afterwards, Yanqing deals ice damage equal to a percentage of his attack to a single target enemy. On his talent, One with the Sword, when Soul Sync is active, Yanqing is less likely to be attacked by enemies, and his crit rate and crit damage increases by a percentage. After Yanqing attacks an enemy, there is a fixed chance of launching a follow-up attack, dealing ice damage equal to a percentage of his attack to an enemy, which has a 60% base chance to freeze the enemy for 1 turn. The frozen target cannot take action and receives additional ice damage equal to a percentage of his attack at the beginning of each turn. And when Yanqing receives damage, the Soul Steel Sync effect will disappear. And for his technique, the One True Sword, after using his technique, at the start of the next battle, Yanqing deals 30% more damage for 2 turns to enemies who have at least 50% HP or more. On his minor traces, Yanqing will get a total of 28% attack, 14.4% ice damage, and 10% HP, which will help you increasing his damage and survivability. On his first major trace, Icing on the Kick, after Yanqing attacks, deals ice additional damage equal to 30% of his attack to enemies with ice weakness. On his second major trace, Frost Favors of the Brave, when Soul Steel Sync is active, Yanqing effect res increases by 20%. And for last, on his third major trace, Gentle Blade, when a crit hit is triggered, increases speed by 10% for 2 turns. For his trace priorities, you should focus on your skill first, after that your ultimate, then your talent, and for less your basic attack. For his relics, Yanqing best in slot relic set in my opinion will be 4-piece Color Lost in the Edition, since its 2-piece will increase your crit rate by 8%, and its 4-piece will increase your ultimate damage by 20% and your skill damage up to 45%. Another usable option for Yanqing is 4-piece the Wind Soaring Valorous, because you will get 12% attack on its 2-piece effect, and on its 4-piece effect, you will not only get 6% crit rate, but you will also increase your ultimate damage by 36% for 1 turn after using a follow-up. And if you are an OG, and if you have a lot of relics laying around your inventory, Hunter of Glacial Forest is another usable option for him, since its 2-piece will increase your ice damage by 10%, and after using an ultimate, your crit damage increases by 25% for 2 turns. And for last, you can always mix and match 2 pieces between the sets that provide attack percent, damage percent, and crit rate. For planar ornaments, Yanqing's best in slot will be Permanent Frontline Glamout, because it will not only increase your attack by 12%, but it will also make you deal 12% or 18% more damage if you get at least 135 or 160 speeds respectively. Another usable option for Yanqing is Rutland Arena, since it provides 8% crit rate and will buff your basic and skill damage by 20% if you get at least 70% crit rate, something he will be able to do with a decent build. And for last, another good option for Yanqing, especially if you want to buff more his ultimate and follow-up, is Inert Soul Soto, because just like Rutland, it also provides 8% crit rate, but will instead buff your ultimate and follow-up damage by 15% if you get at least 50% crit rate. Now, talking about substats. For the chest, always crit damage. For the boots, speed. For the sphere, ice damage. And for the rope, attack percent. For the substats, you should focus on crits, speed, and attack percent. For Yanqing's Lightcones, his best in slot will be Sealy's Lightcone in the night. This Lightcone will increase your crit rate by 18%, and for every 10 speed you have in battle that exceeds 100, your basic attack and skill damage will increase by 6%, and your ultimate crit damage will increase by 12% up to a max of 6 stacks. His second best option, and also his best 4-star option, will be Swordsplay, because his Lightcone will increase your damage up to 40% if you keep attacking the same target, something that at S5 can go up to 80% damage increase, which is massive especially for a character that gets a lot of crits on his kit. Other 4-star Lightcones you can use if you have no users on your account for them are Baptism of Pure Thought, I Venture Forth to Hunt, or even Worrisome Blissful, but they are not the best options, and you should prioritize using these Lightcones on better users than Yanqing. The best F2P option will be the Simulated Universe Lightcone, cruising in Stellar C, which increases your crit rate by 8% and increases your crit rate against enemies with 50% HP or less by an extra 8%. Additionally, when you defeat an enemy, your attack will be increased by 20% for 2 turns. And since this Lightcone as well as its refinements are completely free, you can get this to S5 relatively quick. And for last, other options you can use on your Yanqing are Only Silence Remains or Yanqing's own signature Lightcone, Sleep Like the Dead, but they will perform worse than any other Lightcone mentioned before. For Yanqing teams, you will like to be played in normal hypercarry setups, just with a highlight on having a shielder because if he gets hit, he will lose all his buffs. So, here are some team options. For an hypercarry team, pair him with Sparkle, Tingyun, Robin, and Aventurine. For a mono ice team, pair him with Pelo or Silverwolf, Yuan Mei, and Jeopard. Like I said before, Yanqing can be used on any normal hypercarry team, so if you have any team you really like to use and did not appear here, as well as some doubts on what characters to use instead of the ones I mentioned, feel free to leave it on the comments. Now, I will leave you a showcase of my hypercarry team on memory of Xianzhou 6. And I would like to add that this Yanqing you are about to see is just like I'm showing here, so keep in mind that his damage could be way better with the same team, but unfortunately I don't have materials to boost his traces.
Better surrender while you have the chance.
Feeling lucky.
The show begins. Shift the balance. Pressing it all together. Let's play feeling spiffy. Strike the park.
I hit the mark. Watch your head. No dirty tricks allowed.
Time for swordplay. Blade and flight. Let's play. Can you find the answer? Practice is over. Swords descend. Night. Stars echo.
I hit the mark. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
I'll go feeling spiffy. Strike the park.
Watch your head.
Let's play for a while. How many can you block? Blade and flight. Charge out.
All in.
I hope harmony and unison.
Watch your head.
Entangle.
Human hearts content.
Let's. Can you find the answer? Feeling spiffy? Time for sword strike the park.
Head. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Your life demands divine.
No dirty tricks.
Song bring us victory. I'll go easy. Blade and flight. Night. Stars echo. Practice is up. Swords descend. Feeling spiffy? Strike the park.
Watch your head. All in.
Did that hurt? Let's. Can you find the answer? How many can blade and flight?
Head your. Watch your head. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Harmony and unison. Feeling spiffy? Blade in flight!
So what's your opinion about Yanqing? Do you think you need to get him for your account? In my opinion, he's an okay-ish DPS that can get the job done on an early game, but starts losing value as farther you progress. I hope with this video you are able to understand how he works and how you should build him. Share this video with others that are still thinking about picking him or not. If you like this guide, don't forget to leave your like and your sub. 98% of you are not subscribed and that would help me a lot. A special thanks to my members for trying to support me, and thank you so much for keeping me company. See you on the next video or live stream on Twitch, where you can win free blessings. Stay safe everyone, have an amazing day, and good luck on your pulls.